If you're looking for something flavorful, simple, and yet delicious, this is the right recipe for you. Let's get started. We're starting with our broccolis. Yes, I'm just going to cut them into bite sizes, and then next I'm going to slice some spring onion. I am separating the green parts from the white parts. We're going to use them separately in this recipe. So here I am slicing the green parts after slicing the white parts earlier. So just put that aside, and then we go to our carrot. Carrot is optional in this recipe. I just like the color that it brings, so if you don't have it, you can skip it. Here I have my ginger that I grated off camera. Sorry about that. And then I'm also going to mince some garlic that we're going to use. I'll do all of that and put them aside. Here is our beef. Remember, this is a beef and broccoli stir fry, so we can't do it without the beef. So this is how I'm slicing my beef. Make sure to slice against the veins. It will make it tender. If you want yours smaller, you can actually slice yours smaller. This is exactly how I like mine. So now that we're done, we're going to the next step, which is to marinate our beef. I have already added soy sauce. I'm going to add my oyster sauce, and I will add some tomato ketchup. You can add sugar. I don't like using sugar, so I use tomato ketchup. Now some black pepper, white pepper, beef stock cube, baking soda. The baking soda is going to make the meat tender, and some corn flour. Corn flour is going to help thicken our sauce. Added one scotch bonnet pepper just to add extra heat, and it's also very optional. If you don't want that extra heat, you don't need it. So I will stir all of the spices together, and once they are well combined, I will add oil to it. So this is just pure vegetable oil that I am adding to this, and then I'll just mix everything together and set aside. Now we are going to the third step, which is the cooking proper. So I'm going to add some oil into a hot pan and allow it to heat up a bit. Once that is done, I will add my grated ginger to the pan. Just give it a quick stir, and then introduce the broccoli. Here are my broccoli. Anyway, this is the broccoli, so I'm just going to toast them around so that they can get coated in the oil.
I'll add some salt,
and then I will continue stirring it around just to coat the oil and the salt. Then I'll add some water to help it steam a bit. Now once I add my water, I will stir to combine and allow the broccoli to soak up the water, and then I will cover and let it cook for 20 seconds, not more than 20 seconds. Remember, we are not overcooking our vegetable. This is after 20 seconds. I'll give it a quick stir, and then I will take it out of the heat. Return your pan to the stove, add a bit of oil into the pan, let it heat up, then add your beef. So this is the marinated beef that I am adding to the pan. Once this is done, just spread it out and allow it to cook until it is brown before flipping. All right, so don't flip, just spread it out and let it cook. I'm going to add my minced garlic at this point. Once that is done, I will start flipping. As you can see, it's already brown. It is sticking to the bottom of my pan. That's because my pan is not non-stick. If you're using a non-stick pan, you will not go through this stress. So I am just going to carefully make sure that I flip all the beef, and the moment I have flipped them, I will let it just cook for a bit. Once it has cooked, I will add the white part of my spring onion, and then I'll add the carrots. Remember, I said it is optional. And at this point, I will add more oyster sauce, and then some soy sauce, some more soy sauce, and some more black pepper. Yes, you heard me, more black pepper. All right, so I'm just going to stir and stir and stir and stir and stir to combine. Once that is done, I will let it heat up and then I will add my rice wine. So I have just added rice wine. I'll add my rice wine and then I will stir. Okay, so continue to stir until the meat absorbs the wine. And at this point I will add water. I rinsed out the bowl that I use in marinating my meat and then poured the water into the pan. Okay, so you can just use plain water if that's what you have. Now if you think the water is too much, don't worry, because we are not using sauce. The water actually created the sauce that we need for this recipe. This is a quick recipe, okay, so we don't have time to be doing all of those saucing separately. No. All right, so at this point I have added my broccoli. I brought back my broccoli and then I added the green part of the spring onion and just stir everything together. Listen, at this point your sauce is ready. So all we need to do is to combine the sauce, the beef and all the vegetables together. Once that is done, turn off the stove and your sauce is ready. Let's go to the next part, which is my favorite part, the serving part. If you have been watching this to this point and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do go ahead, subscribe. Make sure to like, share with your loved ones. You know, try this recipe and come back with a feedback. All right, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next as usual. Bye.